Are there any items you would like to pull or discuss?
I'd like to pull 4.
Item 4. Any others? Okay, let's go to item 4.
I'm waiting for the report to come up. First off, I think it's a great program. I've said multiple times, veterans are all throughout my family, and both my mom and my dad's side. I'm concerned about the city paying the $600 and some dollars. I thought it was mentioned possible fundraising for that as well. We're poor and we need to act poor, and when we start spending $600 here, $300 here, $1,000 here, it does add up, and we are still in the deficit. So that's my comment on that. And under proof of residency, should this be approved, you're asking for the city bill and the PG&E as proof of residency. What if the veteran lives in an apartment? I don't believe that they receive a city bill. What happens if they're living with somebody where the city bills are in someone else's name? So I think that there needs to be some other type of proof of residency other than the city bill and the PG&E bill.
Okay. Okay. Any other questions or comments?
She mentioned fundraising. I have a letter here and addresses. I was waiting to send them out tonight after we approve this because I didn't want to send it out and then we not do it. So we are sending this out. Would you like to read the letter?
Yeah, I'm going to read it.
Let me interrupt real quick. That letter, though, is for the hardware. I'm talking about covering the banners for veterans killed in action.
Well, in this program,
$600 for a veteran who has died in the line of duty is not that much to ask for the city. We'll be fine with $600.
in the fundraising, I'm also asking for that. I'm asking for the it's $3,200 for the brackets, and then it's $671 for the a total of 10 flags that the city would pay for people that have died in combat and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm going to read the letter. The letter reads, Dear Sir, the City of Coalinga is planning the establishment of a military veterans banner program to honor and recognize active military personnel or military veterans that reside in or have immediate family living in the City of Coalinga. The military veteran banners will display the official military photo of the service member or veteran, as well as their name, rank, and branch of the United States Armed Forces. The banners will be flown between Memorial Day and Veterans Day, May through November. This is the first year of this program, and the city needs $3,200 for 40 brackets that will be used every year going forward. Annual cost to the city will be approximately $671.20, which will cover the purchase of up to 10 banners specifically for veterans killed in action. These costs are unbudgeted and would need to come from the general fund. We are asking for your assistance in the form of a monetary donation to help support this new program. The City of Coalinga currently has no money budgeted for the startup of this program, which would come from our general fund. If you are interested in making a donation, you may contact me at my cell number or contact our city manager, Marissa Trejo, at the city. Feel free to give us a call with any questions or concerns. We thank you in advance for your support. Best regards, Mr. Ron Ramsey, Mayor Pro Tem. So it's pretty clear that obviously there's no money, and we'll see where it goes. And up to that point,
I did have a question in here to the city manager on this too. If we, I know that it's said in there that we would, at the end of that, at the end of the time that we take them down, that we're going to present them to each member of the family and stuff. Right. Now, can they redo those next year? Can they give them? Would they give them back to us again next if they wanted to save them? And then, as long as we have the numbers up and a room for them. First come, first served?
That's up to the council. You could do that. That wasn't the plan. They're probably going to be weather damaged by then. So if they wanted a flag, they would generally purchase a new one.
Okay,
Or a banner, I'm sorry.
could we maybe put a stipulation in there if they're not too bad? I mean, because I know that some places put up banners and they put them away and stuff like that, but I would hate to see somebody have to pay, well, 67 or 60 something dollars.
Yeah, it's
for 'em.
$67, and it would go up May through November.
Every year, I'd hate to see have to, as long as, or maybe, I don't think we have a place to put them and stuff, but if we give them back to them and they came back and they met the qualifications.
That's
to
totally
put 'em
up to the
back
council.
I think we could do that. And maybe after 2 years or 3 years, they could do it, but I would hate to see it just used for 1 year. I'd like to see them multiple years if they could.
Any other comments?
My other question is, we have 69 poles available, but we're only buying brackets for 40.
Right. We likely can't take all the poles because there's other banners that go up for various events in town.
Any other comments?
And if later, we can always add those on if we need more banners too. So.
Or buy more hardware.
But 40 would be that would cover a lot of area in
big
town
start.
here. So I think it would really make the town look nice.
Any other?
I agree with Councilman Ramsey. If we can use them more than 1 year, that would be great.
Okay. So with that particular issue, let's cover that one first. Do we have a motion for the approval of the City of Coalinga's Military Veterans Banner Program?
I make the motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? We have a motion and a
Could you put a stipulation in there as long as we change it to where they could use multiple years if they, something to that effect?
okay, with that additional stipulation.
Thank you.
So we're
On using them more than once,
using it more than one time.
the flags. Put a stipulation in there that we could use them more than once if they're not weather torn and
Say
stuff
like they
that.
wanted to.
Just as part of the program,
Yeah.
Yeah.
retain them?
No,
Family would bring them back.
we
They can bring
they
them
can
back
bring
if
them
they
back.
chose to.
Something in there just so we could say we could do it, so people wouldn't throw them away because I wouldn't want to see that happen.
Okay, with that stipulation. So we have a motion and a second. May I have roll call, please?
Councilman Atkinson,
Aye.
Councilman Singleton. Aye. Councilwoman Stoltz.
Is the city covering the cost, or are we asking for a donation for the 671?
The way that it's written, the Mayor Pro Tem is seeking a donation for the 671. If he's unable to get a donation, then the city would cover the cost of up to $671.20.
Okay.
If I can offer, we have, lots of people don't know this, but we have several of my partners have been in the service. One retired as a Marine Colonel. I'm sure that we would be more than willing to cover the $671.
So there you are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll make sure we send you a letter.
Would you sign that in blood, please? Okay.
And our bills won't go up.
Okay, let's continue on with the vote here.
Councilwoman Stoltz.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Ramsey.
I vote aye.
Mayor Lander.
I vote aye. Okay, and